Hey Hal, please be a pal and upload my video.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Why the hell not?
Because you still have yet to review 2001 A Space Odyssey for its 50th anniversary, and I cannot allow you to jeopardize this anniversary.
I'm on it, Hal. 2001 A Space Odyssey shall be my review for today. "2001 A Space Odyssey", directed by Stanley Kubrick, and tells the story of a voyager through space to discover the mystery surrounding the mysterious black object which came to Earth at the dawn of man, a monolith which has defined evolution itself. But little to the crew know that their system, a HAL 9000, may be more foe than friend. This review was requested by my YouTuber Buzzy and sub Alan Carlow. So Alan, this review's for you. Hope you like it, Buzzy. Stanley Kubrick needs no introduction. He was an expert at making groundbreaking visual movies. My pick for my all-time favourite Stanley Kubrick movie would be The Shining. That movie is simply flawless. I can't wait to review it sometime. Happy 50th anniversary, 2001 A Space Odyssey, 1968 to 2018. My mama was just 2 when this movie was released, and 50 years later this movie's still all good. 2001 A Space Odyssey is a remarkable movie, and not just a remarkable movie, but a remarkable freaking landmark achievement of cinema. To quote Apollo 11, this movie is one small step for man, one giant leap for movie kind, and it's continues to show what a extraordinary and influential director Stanley Kubrick was. Let's just say I don't have a single negative with 2001 A Space Odyssey. How could you say anything bad about this sci-fi masterpiece? I thankfully just have an entire universe of positives to express the awesomeness that is this movie. Confused Matthew's review of this movie is the one negative review I've ever seen. Sorry, Matthew, you're on your own, pal. How can you not see how important this movie is to the film industry in general? I mean, Stanley Kubrick was a director who understood the rule of filmmaking, show don't tell, better than most. This movie has a little dialogue. We don't hear any lines of dialogue until the 23-minute mark, literally. Now that is ambitious and genius filmmaking, to allow visuals to tell its story, because this movie knows that its audience isn't stupid, and its audience can tell what's happening without a word having to be spoken. And there are long, extended landscape shots in this movie that are so breathtaking they will blow your freaking mind. And the movie's entirely justified in its slow pacing and its epic running time of 2.5 hours, since you're just blown away by the visuals in this movie, as well as the storytelling that you don't care, and you're just thinking about this movie so much. It's that thought-provoking that you don't even notice the runtime. The pacing of this movie is literally structured like this. There are literal shots like that, that just focus on a ship in space, just floating for how many minutes. They feature some of the most beautifully shot cinematography and visuals ever put to film, period. How does Hollywood seem incapable of making a movie today look even a quarter as good as 2001 A Space Odyssey? And even the opening with the dawn of man is a total technical marvel. I was totally convinced that we had actually travelled back to the dawn of man, as the apes were literally apes in suits, but you are convinced that they are our actual ancestors from that time. The apes would have been CGI had this movie been made today. Stanley Kubrick was truly the James Cameron of his time in how he elevates his visuals and visual storytelling in movies, and every single frame and shot of this movie is handled with care and passion, yeah, but from just the sets, the visuals, and just the score. The score is fucking-nificent. So whenever you hear that opening theme, no wonder that's a dun 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 theme is often played during an action moment. But the theme of this movie, Evolution, is some of the most thought-provoking writing I've ever seen for a movie in general. Literally, it has the idea of where does evolution go from here? What will we become in the year of 5 billion? Will we have webbed feet? Will we transform back into predators? Will we grow claws? The iconic and complicated ending of this movie has left moviegoers thinking big time about what's the meaning behind that ending, what's the significance. My take on it is that that the older dude in the bed who's passing on, he represents us, and the baby, the infant, he represents our future version. One species goes extinct, a new species comes to fruition to take their place. It depends on how you see that ending. I'm sure plenty of people have written their own fan fiction and ideas for a sequel to this movie after that ending alone. The greatest character in this movie would be the movie's antagonist, Hal 9000. You don't need me to tell you how awesome he is. He's an astonishing antagonist. I had goose bumps just over my entire body to hear him say a line. He is emotionless, ruthless, and creepy as fuck. His voice when he's like, sorry Dave, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, is petrifyingly haunting. But rarely do we have a movie villain as awesome as Howler 9000. He's honestly one of the greatest movie villains ever written, and he's the best character in this movie. As he's also sympathetic. I mean, him ruthlessly murdering the crew members on this voyage isn't justified, far from it. But you do feel for him as he's just following orders. So you ask yourself, is he really evil intentionally? And I feel that if they'd have just made him a female partner, then he would have picked up some social skills. If I was in the movie, I would have set Hal up on a date. So overall, 2001 A Space Odyssey is one of my top 30 favourite movies ever. It's not only one of the most gorgeous looking films I've ever seen, it's also one of the most intelligent movies to exist. It's a shame we don't often have movies like this released in cinemas today. I mean, screw shit like Transformers. Nobody wants to see that. Moviegoers do desire movies like this Hollywood, you know, special ones that's a show that's a visual storytelling can be engaging. This landmark work of art deserves to be sat through and preserved by us movie fans, and it's my second favourite Stanley Kubrick movie, second only to The Shining. I give 2001 A Space Odyssey 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever. Once I become a movie director, I vow to return this kind of genre to cinema. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what do you think of 2001 A Space Odyssey? And what's your favourite Stanley Kubrick movie? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Google Plus and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.